And dolls, so I am bringing you this really easy and delicious vegetable dish, perfect as a side. I'm actually having it with steak and potatoes today. It is roasted asparagus. It's so simple, and if you're an asparagus lover, this is the best. I mean, the little nuttiness that it takes when you roast them, it just is so yummy, and I love asparagus. So anyway, so here I have a few asparagus. These are a little thick. Perfect. So what I did is I cut a little bit of the bottom, and I took, you're gonna need one of these, a potato peeler, and I peeled it. Okay, why did I peel it? Because sometimes, well, not sometimes, asparagus has like this little string, so if you don't take that, it's kind of like when you bite it, you get that, and I just don't like that little feeling of like the strings, and I feel like it just dries out if you don't peel it a little bit. So I peeled it. And what I'm going to do is really simple. All you need is olive oil, some sea salt, and I'm using a lemon. And I'm preheating my oven. It's at 425. And this is going to need to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending how roasted you want. But I'm going to probably leave them for 15 minutes. I want them to get nice and brown. Also, be careful with the little tips. You don't want to burn those, okay? So all you do is really simple. You just drizzle some olive oil just like this. Just drizzle, and then you take your sea salt and you throw it on top, and I'm gonna zest a little bit of this lemon and throw it right on top, and then all you do is roll it like this. Just roll it nice so that all of that asparagus get coated with the oil. So you're just gonna roll it. Yummy. And then that's it. After you roll it and make sure that they're all covered in the oil and lemon zest and sea salt, you're going to put them in your oven. Just make sure your oven is at the 425 temperature, because like I said, it's only 10-15 minutes, all right? And another thing is, you could just eat these raw like that. Look. I love raw asparagus too, especially in a salad. But today we're cooking them. So you see, guys, 1, 2, 3, and you have a delicious, fancy side. I just took them out the oven. They're nice and hot. I cooked it for about 15 minutes, and then I rolled them around. And I cooked it for another 5 minutes just because I wanted a little bit brown everywhere. But 15 minutes is good. They're not that mushy. They're soft, but they're still not that mushy. Now, if you want them really crunchy, then I would say just leave them like 10 minutes. Now, another thing is sometimes I throw garlic in there. I take garlic, I mince it, and I throw it right on top. I didn't do it this time because my daughter's eating some and she didn't want garlic in them. But there's many different little toppings that you could work with these. You could add, another little mix I like is the asparagus with feta together. It's just so yummy. You could put, what I do sometimes is I cut prosciutto really small. I throw it right on top with some garlic. So delicious. You could also, when you put them in a platter, you could put some shredded Parmesan on top. Or the last 5 minutes, you throw the shredded Parmesan on top, and it gets that little golden brown too. So good. You could throw some breadcrumbs on top. It's like there's so many little things you can add on these as you roast them. So you could just be creative, you know? And one thing is, like, sometimes people are afraid of asparagus. They're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be good. But trust me, asparagus tastes so good. And if you notice, this was really easy, quick. It's healthy. Another thing I do is I make my broccoli and my string beans like this too. I just take the oil, I drizzle it, and I massage it a little bit, add a little sea salt. With my broccoli, I always add some garlic, put it in the oven. You're good to go. See that? Yummy. Let's see. So good. So yummy.